I was shocked when I heard there would be no suspension for Draymond Green. Stephen A. Smith says Jordan Poole was knocked out. Draymond got a suspension for yelling at Kevin Durant. And why did they go so easy on Draymond?
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because I think he's earned that.
Earn the benefit of the doubt? Kerr needs to look up what that means again, because the only thing Draymond has earned is a reputation for stuff like this. Then Draymond made it worse because he was given a second chance to speak to the media. What he said about rebuilding that trust is baffling.
Everyone says like build trust as a team. I don't really quite understand that. You know, what's trust? What does that truly mean? I don't quite know.
What was that? Is that a Kyrie quote or a Draymond quote? How about trust you won't punch them in the face? Is that a good definition? Or trust that they can listen to you as a leader? But to be fair, look, I am not in that locker room. I don't know how the team feels. Maybe this is the right decision. Oh, Jordan Poole himself was apparently asked.
Poole didn't think it was necessary that Draymond get a suspension. It was put in front of the players whether they thought that Draymond deserved a suspension.
No, you do not put that on Jordan Poole's shoulders. Imagine if Poole said, yeah, suspend him. Then he had to go work with him. It's a huge conflict of interest. You don't ask the player. That's what management is supposed to do. Imagine in any other workplace, if somebody got punched, they wouldn't go to the victim and be like, okay, what should we do? They would ask HR. And I know, I get it, I've heard it. The NBA isn't like every other workplace, I get that. But these are still humans. There's no way Poole could be honest in that moment. You take that out of his hands. It's just bad leadership. And what about Draymond's apology? How do you think Poole felt about that? At one point, he was making excuses, saying, well, if you saw the whole video. Oh no, but I admit it was bad. But if you saw the whole video. And some reports say, yes, Draymond called him a bitch, but Poole said, whatever, triple single. Pretty sweet burn, by the way. I'm not even sure if that's true, but whatever Poole said, who is the king of trash talk? Even when he was a young player. And how did that tweet come out right after the fight from Chris Haynes that said basically that Poole had gotten an attitude ever since he's supposed to get that extension? Yeah, Poole is not dumb. He knows that Draymond or someone with Clutch Sports leaked that info, and that Draymond also is a huge hypocrite for calling Poole out for having an attitude. That's Draymond's whole identity. However, by the time you see this, Poole may have already signed his big extension. And if not, I'll let you know. The deadline to sign that is Monday before the season starts, and dude is getting paid. And I thought somewhere around 100 million bucks. After the punch, could be 120 million or more, but that is expected. The real question is, how bad is Poole and Dre's relationship now that he's back with the team? Just because they talked doesn't mean they're good. In fact, a report said that Poole has not forgiven him. And how could he? Poole is a professional, but deep down, nobody forgets something like that. But what's even sadder is when you hear these stories about how much Jordan Poole looked up to Draymond Green. Apparently Draymond was Poole's vet when he was a rookie. And yes, Poole was, talking all sorts of trash. And Juan Toscano-Anderson says they told Draymond, hey, you better get your guy because he's talking all this trash without making any buckets. And Draymond defended Poole in front of the whole team. And you could see it when they were celebrating together after they won the ring. All that is gone. But after the punch, the Warriors were gonna sweep it under the rug. They were gonna just handle it internally. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Then the video came out and Steve Kerr was more upset about the leak. They had to deal with it, so Draymond himself said, I'm gonna take about a week away from the team. Woj says no suspension because of ring night. If this happened during the year on any other opening night, Dre would be out. So the Warriors silently admit, yeah, he probably should have been suspended. The reason they didn't is because Draymond would have thrown a fit if he missed ring night. I'm not kidding. He may have demanded a trade. And they can't afford to lose Draymond. Even mentally, they can't afford to lose him. He's just too important. Instead, they're gonna ask Poole to be the pro about this because, oh, we have to make sure we can't offend Draymond too much. I hope you understand. So Poole has to be the adult in the room. By the way, he has, smiling on the court, a total beast against the Lakers. After all this, 25 points in 23 minutes. But the last time this happened with Dre and KD, they lost one of them. This time, that person will obviously be Draymond Green. He wants a max. He's not gonna get it, and his only hope to reestablish that value in the league is to have a great season. He could reestablish it with the Warriors, but there is the luxury tax issue. The Warriors can't afford to pay everyone, and someone either has to take a pay cut or leave the team. So if Draymond leaves, where does he go? Well, I'm with Stephen A. Smith. He's obviously gonna be a Laker. What is up with Draymond attending Rams games with LeBron during the season? Who does that? Draymond's already a clutch client, and did you hear Draymond's cringy intro to his 18th podcast?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Draymond Green Show. This is our 18th episode. And that's right. We have as many episodes as LeBron James has All-Star appearances.
That is horrible. It's painful to watch. If young Draymond saw himself do that, he would punch himself in the face. The fact that they didn't suspend him probably doesn't sit well with other vets in that locker room too. There's even less trust among Draymond's teammates, and once he realizes that, I'll bet he's planning his exit already. Listen to what Draymond himself said about his own future.
My general view of the future here is I'm here this year trying to win a championship. I have a contract that ranges through next year if I so choose to pick up that option, and that is my view of how it'll be here.
He refused to commit to the Warriors long term. Now with Poole's extension, it is guaranteed the one they're gonna pick is Jordan Poole. But this isn't how it normally goes with a dynasty. Normally, breaking that team up is the stupidest decision ever. Remember The Last Dance? They broke up the 1998 three-peat Bulls? We all could see how horrible of a decision that was. After that, they crumbled into losers until Derrick Rose took them to the conference finals over a decade later. How about the Spurs? After Tim, Tony, and Manu, where are they now? But the Warriors are different. They can afford to lose one of their big three because of their young players. Poole, Wiseman, Kuminga, Moody, Wiggins. I know we all wanted to see the core players retire in Golden State, but we all knew it was gonna be Draymond Green. It is so sad it had to happen like this. Honestly, I think Draymond won't be traded or leave until after the season. I think another big player is going to be traded before that. And so I had to look at all of the really big names, the absolute stars who could be traded, and figured out who's next. Check it out.